Yes, I give my consent.
Consent? What is all this about, chef?
Well, in data protection, isn't it always about getting consent?
Ah, that is a common misconception. Consent is just one of the 6 legal grounds for processing personal data. So there are numerous scenarios where there is no need for consent. For instance, when there is a legal obligation or when processing is necessary for fulfilling contractual obligations to the individual. However, if you do decide to seek consent, it is crucial to get it right. Let me walk you right through it.
I'm all ears.
Consent in data protection has 4 key ingredients. They all need to be present for it to be valid.
So, what are these ingredients?
First, it must be free consent. The individual needs to have a genuine choice and control to give or refuse consent. For instance, employees may not be entirely free to consent to their employer.
That makes sense. What's next?
Second, consent must be specific. You cannot ask for a single consent to cover various purposes. It is comparable to ordering dishes individually in a restaurant. When someone selects an appetizer, you cannot oblige them to order a dessert at the same time. They may want the appetizer, but not the dessert. It is the same for data processing.
Got it. And what is the third ingredient?
Consent must be informed. Individuals should know what they are consenting to. Imagine asking someone to try a dish without telling them its ingredients. Not fair, right?
I see your point. And the fourth one?
Consent requires a clear affirmative action, like ticking a box to signify agreement.
So, it's like customers choosing a dish from the menu. A clear decision.
Precisely. And here is an interesting point. Individuals should be able to revoke their consent as effortlessly as they provided it. Companies must ensure the process is as simple for withdrawal as it is for giving consent.
That is a lot to consider. Anything else?
Oh, absolutely. Companies must also be able to prove they've received consent.
So, consent is the recipe for responsible data processing, but you have to do it right.
You've nailed it, chef.